So the first profit goal for your business is, what does it need to be able to pay you that minimum level for you to be okay today and have a small surplus? Okay, so that then becomes the next non-negotiable in your business. So you start by saying, okay, this is the profit goal in the business. What do we need to do now with the business for the business to produce enough surplus, called profit, for it to be able to give you that as part of your employment condition with your business? And now the same rules apply. What expenses can you cut back on? And what incomes can you increase? Now, you made mention that every other time you've tried to do it before, it's sacrificed growth, etc. That is a block. That is a mindset, because you're looking at it with a set of eyes that believe that those are your only choices. And that is fundamentally never the truth. I happen to know a little bit about your business, and I know there's a lot of other revenue streams, a lot of other opportunities within your business that you could monetize a lot quicker. But if you start by saying, what is the minimum profit goal you need from the business? So let me just come back a little bit and go, what are you building with your business? What is the end goal of what you're building in your business? And you don't want to make decisions that are going to fundamentally compromise or cripple that end result of your business. And so the end result of a business is always the expression of two things. It's the contribution you wanted to make through your business, and making sure that your personal freedom plan is actually built into your business plan. Okay? The business, if you're relying on that business 100%, it must have those two things built in. Okay? It must have those two things built in. So that's the next non-negotiable you look at when you're asking the questions of your business. What is the greatest contribution you're looking to make, and how's your personal freedom going to be built out from that? That doesn't address the immediate answer of what profit goal you need, but what it does do is give you a grounding true north of the types of decisions that you can make in your business, what decisions you can cut away from that make no difference to the end result of the business, what expenses you can reduce that might slightly delay that end result, but they aren't going to cripple it, and then what decisions you could make that actually that fundamentally impact that long-term goal. And ideally, you want to stay away from that third option. So you keep in the business the things that are most important to the long-term goal. Everything else cut away. Every other expense cut away. Okay? Because it's not only the money it costs you, it's also the time that it takes to manage elements of expenses. It's never just the money. It's the other, not as easy to document areas that it actually impacts you, impacts your headspace, impacts your focus, and the like within your business. So reducing the unnecessary expenses in your business, and then what can you increase? And think expansively here. Think expansively. What is the highest and best use of your time? What are the things that bring in the most revenue for the least amount of time? And what are the things you can leverage? And when you look around that, you can get different ideas that come up, because the frame of reference that you're using most commonly right now is your time. So often you're seeing things that produce revenue in the business through the lens of your time, and you're seeing that as a finite factor, such that if you're going to do more, it must compromise the time with your son. Or if you're going to do more, it's going to burn you out. That's the lens that you're seeing things through your time. But if you drop that away and say, the profit of the business must be enough to live on today and not compromise the long-term goal of the business. So what are the things that you can increase or change in your business? Okay, and you could ask a whole range of questions. What do my clients want? Okay, why are my clients coming to me? What other products or services could I add in? Who else would love to have a message or influence with my clients? Are there suppliers or customers that would sponsor or contribute in some way towards getting access to those clients, or loving your work and sponsoring some elements of that work? There is always ways that you can do that. And what I'd suggest you do here is, I'm going to give you an idea, which is two things out of this. Number one is Edward de Bono, the author and, business strategist, I guess, has got a concept called the 6 thinking hats. And if you Google it up, the 6 thinking hats, and Google up a YouTube training on it, it's a fabulous way of getting really crystal clear on what outcome you want, in this case improving the profitability of your business to get you enough of have a personal surplus. What are the things you can do? What are the alternatives you could look at? What are some of the challenges around that? And allow you to compartmentalize different things you could look at in your business. The next thing I encourage you to do is don't do this by yourself. Get a group of, some, I'd say, friends or close acquaintances who will tell you the truth and without agenda will bring the best of their brain power in a mastermind to help you look at alternatives around this question. Now, we actually are going to be looking at this in a group for business owners that we're going to be holding and running very shortly. And obviously, I'd love to invite you into that group. But this process of being able to invite some people with different sets of eyes to look at this differently, to give you different sets of ideas, to break beyond the view of what you see and allow you to borrow their glasses, allow you to borrow their eyes, with the sole purpose of solving this. So the major focus purpose to increase the profitability of your business in the short term, to be enough to give you a surplus today without compromising your future goal. The answers are there within you. And that's what I'd suggest you do. I'll have more videos through there. And I'll speak to you again soon.